centimetres from the ground.
Right,
And
okay.
the other must be 10 centimetres.
Okay.
This one is about 30, and this one's over a metre.
So where are you from?
Hello, chap.
I'm just a member of the public. Oh, hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I was just checking this. I was explaining to the lady the pull cord. It doesn't comply with the regulations.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a channel that unpacks real police interactions and explains all the legal rights behind them. Today's footage comes from Absolute Audits, one of the top auditors in the UK. Check out their channel link in the description below and show them big support. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button so you never miss our breakdowns. What begins as a simple building safety check quickly turns into a heated debate over uniforms, document requests, and filming rules before escalating into a massive standoff over a flying drone. Still, the auditor stands his ground on every point, even though a few of his legal arguments are not totally accurate. Let's dive right in, because things get intense very quickly here.
Was everything okay in there?
Yeah, the emergency pull cord is illegal.
Oh, do you want to open it up and show me?
Yeah, sure. I've put my tape measure away now, but I did check. So the regulations, which is law, state that one handle has to be 8 centimetres from the ground.
Right,
And
okay.
the other must be 10 centimetres.
Okay.
This one is about 30, and this one's over a metre.
So where are you from?
Hello, chap.
I'm just a member of the public. Oh, hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I was just checking this. I was explaining to the lady the pull cord. It doesn't comply with the regulations.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
just...
you've reported what you need to report now, and I think as long as your business is done here, we can get you on your way.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
Not from a public building.
Well, if you don't need to be here,
Oh, I don't need to be here.
why do you need to be here?
Because I'm a taxpayer. So I've come to see what I pay my taxes for.
Okay.
Is that okay? And I
Yes,
certainly don't pay it for you to have that bastardised flag on your uniform.
Okay. Well, that's
So what do you think about that?
Not a lot. It's not to me whatever I'm
Don't give a toss, do you?
Well,
What the public
it's
think?
up to me, isn't it? No, I do.
It's not up to you.
But not everyone sees that flag the same way as you do. Yeah.
It's not the same way I do it. It's not in your uniform guidelines.
Okay.
So you shouldn't be wearing
There's
it.
nothing said I can't wear it.
I mean, I don't have your uniform guidelines. I've got Sussex's,
Okay.
which isn't any use for you, but I'm pretty sure it'll be the same.
Not always.
I mean, can I get a copy of your uniform guidelines?
I'm sure I don't have it to hand. It'll be online if you need it though.
Yeah. Can I request a document?
Yeah.
It's the Forces uniform policy.
The Forces uniform policy?
Yeah.
What would you like to discuss?
I just wonder if you could print it off for me, please.
I can't, I'm afraid. No, I can't access that information. That's
Oh.
not something I have authorisation for.
It's a protected document, so we can't...
It's not, it's on the website. Can I have a copy of PACE, please?
We don't do PACE. We haven't got a custody here.
If you're legally obliged to provide me with PACE.
Well, are you going to
It says in PACE.
If you actually
Any
go to custody,
police
then
station
what-
with a front counter has to provide PACE.
We haven't got a PACE copy here. We haven't got a custody centre here.
So you don't stick to the law there. You wear a bastardised English flag or British
What
flag.
are you trying to achieve?
Well, I'm just trying to see if you do what you're supposed to be doing. The toilet isn't conforming to the policy, so if a disabled person comes here and has a fall,
Okay, well that's up to them to sort out, isn't it?
so if a disabled person comes here and has a fall,
Okay, well that's up
The-
to them to sort out, isn't it? But
that's up to them to sort out. What, the disabled
We'll deal with
person?
that at time if and when that happens, but you...
Yeah, but how do you know if they've
Well,
had a
now
fall?
that you've reported it to us, we can now have a look and make sure that it
So
conforms.
if I come back in a week, it's going to be fixed.
I'm not saying that it's going to be fixed, but I'm saying that we can put in the correct forms to make sure that it's looked at by someone who's meant to look at that and make sure that they're
Obviously,
happy.
we police officers, we don't maintain the building, so that's not really...
I understand that,
so-
yeah.
And that's health and
But you
safety
could
and
report. It's something
You
you
can
can
report it,
report
yeah,
now.
no, thank you for telling us, and we can report it and follow up the relevant chains, but...
Yeah.
That interaction shows a mix of good and bad points. The auditor rightly spotted a real building safety problem, emergency pull cords violating regulation height rules, but then shifted to asking for uniform policies and police codes. However, he also added a personal insult about the officer's uniform badge, which had zero connection to rights or laws. Pay attention to the sudden change in mood when the officer tried ending the talk with, "Get you on your way." The auditor resisted being ordered out of a public space, which was a valid stance. Yet making a cheap remark about the uniform was unnecessary. It was purely hostile, making him lose respect right when his legal argument was strong. The crucial turning point was not the insult itself. It was his calm refusal to accept the excuse, "We cannot fix it, but we will log it." That moment is key. Pointing out safety issues and asking for public records are valid rights you can exercise peacefully. Personal jabs never boost a legal argument. They drag it down. Focus strictly on your rights and stay professional. Do you think adding personal insults helped or ruined his message? Would you stick purely to the facts?
And I take it you're both recording me?
Yeah.
This is the building.
It's all recorded in here as well.
Yeah, but it's in your policy to tell me that you're recording me?
At a suitable time.
As soon as practicable.
Yeah.
And there's been plenty of practicable times.
Would you like me to interrupt you and tell you that, or would you like me to listen?
I would rather, yeah.
Okay. Well,
And it's
the next
also-
time I do it. Not everyone likes to be interrupted when they're talking, so.
But it's also law. You know, it's in the Data Protection Act.
Of course.
You know, would
So
you?
I am audibly and visually recording you. Okay.
And so am I.
Thank you.
That was as soon as practicable.
Well, we'll beg to differ.
Are you okay? You're shaking a bit on your hands on the wall. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I've got low blood sugar. Is that anything to do with you?
I'm just concerned for your welfare. That was all. I'm just making sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Fine.
Unless you can get me a fizzy drink or something.
Can't get you a drink. I can get you a cup of water if you'd like one.
I don't know if I trust that. Oh, Jesus. Didn't know that was automatic.
Yeah.
Nice automatic door.
Didn't know you discovered automatic doors down here.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wish I bought my WD-40 now. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to go and take some pictures of the cars and stuff through the back gate. And then I'm going to fly my drone over if that's okay.
I don't think you're allowed to fly your drone.
Well, I am and I'm going to do it, so...
I don't think you are allowed to fly your drone over.
Well, you can come and watch me do it if you want.
You're not allowed to fly drone over people's heads. Are you?
Yes, you are.
I don't think you are.
Well,
Okay, well,
unfortunately...
if you get your drone out, we'll deal with that as and when. But you're
Yeah.
welcome to take pictures of these cars, that's absolutely fine.
And while I'm doing that, I suggest you look up the law on drones. I've got it in my bag if you'd like to see a copy of it.
Well,
But
I'll
anything...
do research on my end and we'll deal with that when it comes to it, okay?
And for research purposes, it's a drone that's under 249 grams.
Okay.
So that
Is it insured?
doesn't need to be insured because it's under 250 grams. And there's no restrictions at all on drones under 250 grams.
Okay. Well,
And if you try and do anything,
on that.
well, I've got the legislation, so there's no agreeing to disagree.
Yeah, in all fairness though, we'll do our own due diligence because
Yeah.
you could have printed that off from anywhere. Not saying you
We'll
have,
double check
but
that
we'll
anyway.
look our side and make sure that I'm not a drone expert. I don't know everything in regards to them.
well-
They're all relatively new.
They're not
So-
relatively new, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, well, it's not something that we've had a lot of involvement in.
So go and have a look at the air navigation order and drones under two, it's the DJI Mini,
Okay.
so there's no regulations, so that's what I'm going to do. And you're not going to stop me, okay? Can you identify before I go? Can you identify yourself?
Would you like me to?
What the hell? What is going on? Yes, I would like you to identify yourself.
PCA 812 Blockwell.
And you are?
9125.
Cool. Thanks.
That exchange shows two distinct legal issues starting at the same time. The auditor questioned the officer about recording rules and then stated he was filming the parking lot while flying a drone through the main gate. The officer asked about his health rather than discussing drone rules. Neither person stepped back. Notice how the officer switched to a welfare check instead of arguing over aviation laws. That is a typical de-escalation method, not just dodging the topic. Meanwhile, the auditor's bold claim about under 250 grams having zero restrictions slightly stretches the truth. Right about registration steps, wrong about complete flight rules. "You are not going to stop me." That phrase comes across as total bravado. This shows confidence moving faster than actual legal facts. Understanding half the law is not the same as mastering all of it. Quoting regulations creates authority, but only if your facts remain solid. Always double check before you argue. High confidence without complete accuracy can ruin your case. Did you know sub 250 gram drones still must obey specific flight restrictions despite no registration? Would you verify the full rules before claiming them on camera? Share your thoughts below in the comment section. If these videos help you learn your legal rights, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for fresh accountability breakdowns every single day.